And hats with things in
So
them.
Bavaria's pretty good.
Oh, mate, I think they're mountain people. They're quirky, down to earth. They're farmers, to some extent. If they're not farmers, literally, they've come from farming stock. So, yeah, I don't know. That'd be my take on it, mate. If somebody said to me, pick your spots, it'd be Mudgeeraba and Southern Bavaria.
Right.
Boston.
Oh, such a snob.
Put it there.
All right, outside Boston.
Are we done?
Oh, I don't know. Isn't it? No, we're not then.
Oh, we can.
Let's keep going.
Another
Good.
5 or 10?
You ready for another one of these? Can you do
Yeah,
it?
I'll have another one.
Don't do it to me. You're the one that...
I think we'd be right for another
Well, isn't it
5.
fun?
Yeah.
That's what I mean, isn't it?
I know, but
You know
how
what I'm saying?
do we
Like,
get to-
this is my
how-
Tuesday night every night now. Once I move to Burleigh, it's going to be a bar, and it'll be always 3 people. It's what I do at 4:30 and 6 o'clock. There's 2 different shows. You're like, and
First sitting.
because I just
We're the
love
first
it.
sitting.
Like, and people come back, bring another different person, and from all different areas.
Oh,
and
it's
places.
sensational. Mate,
And then-
I think the fact that you were on the ABC the other night in that article, I love that because not just because we know you and, we obviously like you, we pretend to anyway. Mate, I just think it's awesome when somebody follows their interest the way you have and it hits the chord, And like you said, conscious of the fact already that if it gets too big, you don't want the spontaneity and the realness to be ruined, but I don't think it will be. And I love the fact that you're on that, and it's cracking. I think it was really cool. And if it gets bigger and better,
and
it's
it'll go
sensational.
somewhere, but it's not my concern.
No, but that's part of the fun too, is being I'm here for the ride.
It's nebulous.
It's creative. It's a fusion of your interests. You're kind of getting it all.
And
coming
you know
together.
me. How many times have you invited me around? You particularly, Drew. You got to come around. We'll listen to some ska records and
absolutely.
this and that. We'll do this. Come over, we're having a Christmas party. I can never get there. This is my way of actually.
It's because you don't like us.
booking in good people I know.
Yeah, it's a very clever way.
This is my personality.
So what you're saying is
the
the next time I want to get on the beers with you and listen to music, it's got to be a podcast.
It's got to be a microphone.
But not only that,
Even if it's not
You know
turned
what you
on.
should do? You should podcast. You, me, Trav, Craig, when we get together and do our next Scarbecue
Yes.
or our next iPod favourite song session.
Yes.
well, Trav's got one coming up.
Podcast the middle of it.
Let's do it.
That'd be legendary.
Let's do it, yeah.
Because it'll be sort of soundtracks in
And this
between.
time I won't bring that stuff.
No, but that's fine. No, seriously, for you to bring an armadillo skin posing pouch, I didn't think offended anybody.
Good.
No, it was good.
Good.
Yeah.
That was 7 hours.
Is that what you were referring to?
Yeah.
7 hours of music. It was fun.
I think what was it? 10 songs. Bring your 10 favourite songs.
Yeah.
And we blasted them at Travis's house under his
10 fave Scar
the
songs.
top of Talai.
Yeah, absolutely. The
With
Eagle's
this
Nest.
big mountain, like we could see the entire Gold Coast, and with a huge stereo. But to get through 4 blokes' top 10 songs,
I know.
it ended up being 7 hours. I'm pretty sure.
He needs a podcast, Trav.
Yeah.
He's got some stories.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you should podcast,
jet
Trav.
pilot. Did his time in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, he's
There's
done
a
some
whole bunch of
interesting stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Helicopter pilot.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
No, okay. Trav. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that together. Yeah.
Oh, you're going to help interview?
No.
Well, that's what I'm actually getting at.
I think we need to do a Scarbecue.
Yes,
We need to do another Scarbecue.
that's what I'm actually getting. I don't mind talking about it on here, but the future straight away. It came to me in a dream. It'll be
Martin Luther.
these great friends I know. Okay, they're my co-team. I've actually been in actors, musicians, all sorts of different types of people, and then we're going to get whoever is in town to be the third person.
Cool.
Nice.
And the whole next year will be that way.
That's
and,
a fun way
and
to do
it could
it.
be Johnny Depp and me and the actor and Johnny Depp, so to speak, because Johnny was just here. But that kind of got me feeling and it could be whoever next.
Have you got people
neurosurgeon?
knocking on your doors to come and talk with you?
Yes and no. Most people are kind
Knock
of
on the
like,
door and then you open it and they go, shit.
No. Sorry, wrong address.
yeah. Well, to be honest, most people. What do you want to talk to me for? That internal, because we're Aussies. I think
Well, I
it's
was
because
kind of
we're
like that. I
Aussies.
was like, what's he going to talk to us about? But as it is, we're talking about the European economy.
I
so
always
we-
remember that fast forward sketch, when Steve Vizard had the fast forward and they had Donahue and Oprah and they did the parodies of the American talk shows and Americans will stand up, God bless them, and completely spill their guts to total strangers and where were you on the evening? Oh, you know what? I had so many problems in my relationship and then we'd split up and we did this and 5 minutes later and the interviewer's just got fodder coming towards this microphone. And then they showed the Australian version of Donahue and he's like, I want to talk to you about your recent breakup and how that went. And the guy goes, oh yeah, pretty tough.
Yeah. And you know what he said?
It's just
pretty tough.
And
how are you? Not bad.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just
even the answers.
just one and two word things. It's like, no, you've gone through a lot of pain, a lot of emotionality, and how are you feeling right now?
Yeah, good.
All right.
Yeah, we're strange.
We are. We're limited in our ability to gild the lily.
Who's that Gold Coast comedian? He went to Burleigh High School.
There is no Burleigh
shaved
High
head,
School.
or something like that.
So he obviously was a top student. Only one there.
Well, he said it. It was actually his
Miami.
joke. He went, Aussies are so funny because they never actually tell you what it is. Like, how far? Oh, not far. So, like, it just costs a lot of money. Not much.
Yeah.
We do it all the time.
How long? Oh, pretty soon.
When was the last time you went to America and you just sat there in the diner
It's
or
funny
something
you
there,
say that.
and they're like, "Oh my god, they actually talk like this." Like really roll. Like, is that all now, folks? Like, would you like some of this? Can I get you some coffee?
I'm missing you already.
We were talking about that, like, when you get directions in America, everything's numbers. Like, you have to take the 309, and when you see the 309, you turn left at the 72. Yeah. But in Europe, it was all in time. So when you go 20 minutes down here, and then after 20 minutes, turn left and go for 5 minutes. Like, what, 5 minutes at what rate?
That's really interesting,
It
though.
was, yeah.
The Australians would just reference you off pubs.
Turn left at the pub.
Yeah, but not that pub, the other pub.
Yeah.
Well, it depends what suburb you're in. If you're from the suburbs that we were born in, it's like, pubs, the ruined FJ on that bloke's lawn.
Yeah. You know what happened to me today? And my new trip for the last 12 months is try and not do anything negative, especially on this Facebook and stuff. And things are great now. So it's a really good setup. I often go write something negative or even do something negative. It's gone from my life.
Yeah.
Today, up there in Slacks Creek where I worked, I had to go to an aluminium place. I had to go to this other place. And this other place, a truck driver came in. Pretty much every single person didn't talk to me or acknowledge me. Like, it really upset me. I don't know what led me onto this thing, but today, Americans going, "How are you folks?" And how all this, just these Aussie dudes going, just looked at me and sort of nodded. I went, "Hey mate, how are you?" Yeah. And I went, "Okay, that was odd. What a bugger."
But sometimes that minimalist thing's all right.
And then it was another one.
You know what the common element is? You're the common element.
Crazy to you.
Maybe it's just you, Drew.
But I couldn't help. I couldn't let him get away. Do the one because I'm from Logan. Yeah, no worries, mate. Oh, you smell us.
But see, I find Sydney, whenever I have to go there for work, increasingly like that now. There's a coldness, there's a brevity, there's a curtness that comes with that sort of, it's increasingly that cold business-like city.
There's no chance that they'll see you in your neighbourhood.
Yeah, not a lot of warmth, not a lot of, not a lot of shared sort of
I remember that.
engagement.
Just say thank you. Someone lets you in.
Yeah.
Just say thank you.
Yeah.
But you know what? When it's in
I know.
funnily enough, when you get that sort of, when you get that sort of,
do the hand when you're letting someone in.
Yes.
Precisely. Yeah, common courtesy. And I mean, decency costs nothing,
Please, thank you.
You get that sort of curtness or vibe in a workplace, an Aussie workplace. It's not necessarily any malice to it, if you know what I mean. But I don't know, there's increasingly in the commercial world that sort of absence of decency and courtesy. I guess we're hypersensitive to it because we see a bit of it. But no, you're right. You go into an Aussie workplace, you got to know someone pretty well to strike up a conversation or you put a few beers in them. No, I think Drew's there's that brevity. People keep it to a minimum unless you're going to shoot the breeze. You sort of generally
actually not even a word. Just like look at you and like. And in the service area.
How old were they?
40 something, 50.
I guess it's human nature that everyone's different too. I mean, you strike a chatty person, irrespective of whether they're working in a pub, a mechanic's workshop, or a merchant bank. That their personality's predisposed to have a good old mag, they will. But you can strike people who, probably not enjoying their work, not enjoying their surroundings, they're not on for a mag.
Which brings me back to our
topic.
Like this is what I said to this guy. We're putting a sign on this big bait shop, and he worked out early on that your dad's got this big company. Yep. And he got right into it because he was the owner of the shop. Great guy too, Chinese bloke, really good guy. And we got so deep into why I thought my old man had a lot of money, and it revealed to me in front of him. I said exactly this. I said, you know what I think it is? He has all these people work for him. If and I've seen it so many times. We'll get a new person. If that new person is in the particular role he wants, could be the factory or people in the office that are just doing process-orientated things. If someone is a little bit too confident or doesn't fit that mold, he gets rid of them straight away. You won't be... And eventually he finds that person who just does the job, has no... so like today, the guy that just grunted to me, I couldn't do it personally, so I shouldn't be working in the back of that aluminium shop, but it's totally fine in that particular area perhaps. So it was a way of maybe, you guys do team building, so you can, in particular roles in companies, you can try and weed out all your... Hi guys. I'm not even getting to that.
Well, the funny thing is, your person is socially gregarious, extroverted, Selleist Eskimos, fast thinker, fast talker, resource investigator. We nickname them. They're not necessarily the person you want assembling detailed components in and out. It's horses for courses. The person who excels at a certain job sometimes has personality. Their entire lifetime's worth of experience, their behaviour is just suited to routine, they're not necessarily chatty, but they're exceptional at what they do in their job. Their job just doesn't require them to be a chatty sort of social butterfly. So, no, it's horses for courses, mate. Yeah. You meet people who you go, crikey, you're not very chatty, but that's not their skill. It's not their gift.
No, but they love nothing more than just bang.
Yeah, exactly.
Steel,
their gift is their trade. What they're interested in is working, and doing what they do, and they're not necessarily going to talk about it. So, sometimes people aren't chatty. It's not a bad thing. It's just who they are.
I'm going to do the wifey thing.
What's that? We're going to go. Mate, this is the thing of having kids.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, I'm stoked you're here.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I'm stoked because this is only the first one. We'll get the chance to do this again and again and again and again, And we'll definitely do one of those ones at Scarbecue.
Oh, I think that's a go.
Honestly, every time I get locked into a conversation with someone now, and I don't know what, it's just like...
Can I record this?
Yeah, for no real reason other than to lock it into history.
It's stalking.
It's just... it's weird.
Special level.
What was that Robin
stalking.
Williams film with the guy with all the pictures up on the wall?
What was it?
The 12-hour camera or something?
Yeah,
1 hour photo?
Yeah. You're kind of the online pod version. You're kind of collecting all these creepy moments in people's lives.
The collector.
The butterfly collector.
Can you believe he's not here?
Oh, it's scary.
No, that was really sad.
But at the same time...
I've heard he was really crook.
Yeah, but even if you think of a comedian now, they're more like us. They just tend to be kind of funny guys. But Robin Williams, it was like he was tortured by his own. You remember he'd stand up and
he was unashamedly mawkish. In the sense that Mork's this alien from another planet. Robin Williams, that's the beauty of him. He never felt he had to be like anybody else.
But at the
same time, he was never himself.
John Cleese is the same. That same level.
It's the line between
brilliance.
madness and genius. Yeah, the darkness that is the shadow to their brilliance. We see the brilliance. We see the light.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
He's pretty.
I will not hear about Ace Ventura: Pet Detective being anything other than.
No, I'm saying they're really full on. There.
I watch that all the time.
May I ask you a few questions?
Good Lord.
The other night I was teaching my little boy just how great the hot dog scene in Dumb and Dumber is. They ate a chili or something.
How's your burger?
All right, put it there.
Thanks, buddy.
All right.
Well done.
Get to training.
Cheers,
Thank
mate. Yeah, off to soccer training.
And say goodbye, kids.
Bye, kids.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, buddy.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for tuning in once again to the podcast. I can't say that today. I don't know. It's 2 days before Christmas, and I did a lot of work in the sun today. And even though I love the sun, I feel a bit fried this afternoon. So I'll be honest. Just after we recorded this, Talan Miller said to me, "Is that good, mate? Is that what you want?" And I went, "Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know, but I like doing it." So if you're listening to this far, I don't know, but I'm still stoked you're here listening to this. And guess what I saw today? A $1,600 50cc motorbike that I wish I could buy my little boy. So, on that note of